So this is the interim report, which is Excellency directed us to investigate the issue of Mr. Matthew Adeyemi about the fake agency which we have submitted to His Excellency today. And our deadline is supposed to be tomorrow, so we are submitting before the deadline elapsed. As you may recall, on the 7th of July, Mr. President has directed ICPC to conduct an investigation into the fake Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council and to submit the report within 30 days. And today is exactly the 30 days, which we have submitted an interim report of what we have discovered based on an interaction with the stakeholders involved in the issue. Now the President has took right decision in the spirit of transparency and accountability and directed ICPC to address the media for the benefit of Nigerians so that Nigeria will know what our investigation discovered. So, following from the interim report, we have discovered and it has been established that Adeyemi Matthew was never appointed by the federal government or any authority of government. Then the Presidential Foreign Investment Promotion Council, which sometimes they call it Presidential Foreign Intervention Promotion Council, was never established by any law or executive order or other valid instrument of government. And the appointment letter presented by Adeyemi Matthew was completely forged alongside similar documents used to perpetuate the illegal activities of the fake agency. If you recall, there was a gazette, a law which was forged as an instrument which he used to support the fake agency. That gazette or the law that was gazetted is an illegal law. It has never passed through the processes as provided by the law. And also the PFIC cannibalized the former Presidential Economic Advisory Council, PEAC, and illegally appropriated offices and instruments of operation. What we discovered that the office used by the fake agency through the Adeyemi Matthew was that the office of PEAC was broken, the law was broken, and had access to the office. That was how he was able to get inside that office. And also the false projection, false representation, widespread impersonation, and wide range of illegal activities were perpetrated by the fake DG of the fake agency Adeyemi. And also our interim report found that there are weaknesses in verification, interagency oversight, and government processes that we discovered that those weaknesses were exploited by Adeyemi with some level of negligence and connivance. And also our investigation found, our interim report found that no funds of the federal government was approved or disbursed to the fake PFIPC/PEAC. And that we discovered that there was any weaknesses were found in the system of the State House and CBN in our own investigation. And also the fake appointment letter of Adeyemi Matthew did not originate from the presidency. And the ICPC discovered that Adeyemi also created 2 additional fictitious government agencies. apart from the one that is known in the public domain, our investigation unraveled 2 other fake government agencies, namely FCT, Investment Promotion Agency, with acronym FIFA, and Foreign Investment Promotion Agency and Public-Private Partnership, PIPA-PPP. To facilitate the creation of the additional 2 fake agencies, he used forged legislative instruments styled as enabling acts and using them to support opening of bank accounts. Because we discovered that he has opened 2 bank accounts in a commercial bank, which he went to use in these illegal activities. So based on this thing, like I said, that we discovered that because of the access he had to the former PEAC office, he now changed the name of the fake agency from Foreign Investment Promotion Council to Foreign Intervention Promotion Council. And he was trying to encroach into the mandates of some agencies that are revenue generation agencies. That's what we discovered, because he used that to now expand the mandate of his agency. So some of the recommendations which we have submitted to Mr. President, one is that Mr. Adeyemi should be prosecuted. 2, administrative sanctions be imposed on public officers whose acts of omission and negligence facilitated the illegal operation of PFIPC/PEAC. Because our investigation found that some public officers, they failed to do due diligence, and they failed to adhere with the standard procedures that are supposed to be complied in their ministries and departments. And that's what gave Adeyemi Matthew the opportunity to conduct this illegal act. Then institutional reform has also been recommended, that there is need for institutional reform so that the internal control of the MDAs can be strengthened to block this kind of illegal activity that happen. And also, this report, like I said, is an interim. We have continued with the investigation of the activities of Mr. Adeyemi Matthew and his collaborators, so that we will unravel more, so that we can file criminal charges against him that can stand test of time before court of competent jurisdiction. So this is what I briefed Mr. President and other issues around this investigation, which Mr. President has taken note of it, and also has thanks ICPC for discharging this function or assignment given to us within the stipulated time. Thank you so much. Let me start with the question, whether we have interacted with Adeyemi Matthew. Yes, we did. It's among the persons that we have interacted with, and we have taken statements, and what he have told us, we have noted it, and we have drawn our own findings based on that. And also, like I say, we are going on with the investigation, which is criminal investigation, which we are trying to round up and see how we are going to file the charges. And for the issue of the 400 million naira, I don't want to go into that allegation, which is criminal. Once we finish everything and we are going to court, people will see what really we discovered in our own investigation on that. Then the question you asked, I have forgotten.
The channels.
Yes.
First of all, the timeline the president gave.
Was there any timeline?
The time has run out now.
Yes.
But it's giving you a new breath of life to complete. How long, when are you supposed to come back?
No, okay.
The secondly, you said some, I think what you said.
When we found the weaknesses.
Investigation revealed some public officers failed. In which, where the cases? Which ministry?
Now, for the time we are waiting for Mr. President for a feedback from him because we have already submitted the report, and it's ongoing. We are going to continue with the criminal investigation because there are a lot of things that we need to tidy. So, and for the issue of agencies, like I said, we have discovered agencies in the MDS, which we interacted with, right from Office of SDF, Head of Service, Accountant General, the Budget Office, NITDA. These are some of the agencies that we have discovered weaknesses in their own. Assist Mr. Adeni in perpetuating the illegal activity which he did.
Thank you very much.
What's your question?
No,
I have already answered your
no,
question.
no.
Yes, thank you.
You said it.